In the film, I see a man standing on the ledge. Do you think he really wants to live?
The answer, of course, is yes. We've talked about the ambivalence of the individual. We've talked about the fact that people, at the same time they're killing themselves, reach out for help. So that if we say no to this question, then we write off people unnecessarily.
Suicide is one of the leading causes of death in the world. It is a very devastating situation when people commit suicide, both for the person who's in distress before they take the action, as well as their loved ones and their communities. It is a very devastating behavior that happens in people who have mental illnesses. So you treat it like a symptom. It's a symptom that needs to be evaluated. It's not something that you can understand unless you continually ask questions, because the patient is the one that holds the information, not you. Suicidal ideation is having the thought or even the wish to kill oneself. And that's a very uncomfortable thing for many people to fathom or consider. But understand that many people who are considering suicide are doing so because they're in a great deal of emotional pain. And so when we start to understand that pain, we can actually start to understand how to pull them away from that being a possible action or solution to their problem. Oftentimes, when people are suffering from mental illness as a result of the illness itself, there might be a disturbance or disruption in the way that they think. So they might actually not be aware that what they're doing or what they're thinking is a problem. And so what we have to do as supporters or as loved ones is intervene. And we have to really be able to build our own courage and confront them. And so in having that conversation with the person who might be experiencing suicide, it's really important to be very careful, not to offend the person, not to provoke that person even further, but just letting them know that you care. And at the same time, looking for a mental health provider with them might show them that they have a support system that is really behind them to help them move away from suicide.
If you're having thoughts of suicide, get support. Call the Suicide and Crisis Lifeline at 988.